the green agenda and the green transformation is a predominant strategic priority for all of us, and of course inclusive of air pollution, sustainable urban development, transport, etc. With government institutions, local authorities, and many of you present today. So the awareness is really rising along with the demand for action, with significant financial commitments from all of us, and in particular from the development banks. We want to support the expansion and the strengthening of regulatory and monitoring bodies. In the context of the UN reform, there is a particular commitment within the system to make much better use of the wealth of expertise and capacities that is available across the UN Development Group, including in agencies, HQ and regional offices.
We are pooling resources between different agencies with combined budgets. We are working together in a well-coordinated way. And as I also mentioned, we have recently expanded the partnership to also include as well the World Bank and ADB.
The UN family in Serbia has been involved in the air pollution response for a few years, primarily with municipalities around the country. Also through support to various international conventions, and more recently through innovation calls to the private sector. So we are really trying now to work a lot more with the private sector. Some very interesting projects here, but I really believe we can do much more in a more strategic way. Our support, the UN support, needs to take place at both policy and action levels in a range of areas such as health, social issues, gender, climate, energy, transport, and of course the environment.
After the publication of the guidelines, we want also to engage in discussions at national levels through some science policy events, webinars, to again prompt the discussion on the measures to improve air quality. This is an example of the assessment developed using the WHO methodology and AirQ+ tool, but developed in a close cooperation and working together with the public health and environmental experts in Serbia, looking in depth into the data coming from national sources. So this was not only to generate the assessment, but there was also this component of a critical assessment of the existing data sources, the relevance of their quality, consistency, accessibility. So this capacity strengthening component was also very important, and we really appreciate involvement of many actors in Serbia to produce this assessment.
We are taking this as a starting point to work on how to bring together the environmental sector and the knowledge which we're sharing here today, which refers to energy poverty, to the sources of PM, to the technical aspects of household heating, and how to transfer this knowledge, partner with the medical professionals, so that in the future we will have GPs that everyone goes for checkups to ask people about the appliances they use in their homes.
It is really important to take all sides, the climate and the air quality and the health, together when you design the policy, and not just look at one side of the story.
Helped with ready-made, finance-ready project proposals. These were all focused on the integration of the private sector and to establish viable business cases for, at that point, mitigation and adaptation action.
The multidimensional context of the air pollution gives us an opportunity to deliver on multiple SDGs.